Hiya, Cosmic Cat here with Cosmic Cat Tarot. Also, we have our little kitten here, little love here for us. This is a very special happy birthday reading for those of you born on April 7th. You also may want to check, this is for Aries sign. You may want to also check your moon and your rising to see if Aries is in your chart, where at. This is the 7th day of numerology resonates for you and you enjoy the number 7, perhaps maybe it's in your 7th house, there could be a message for you. Follow your instinct and your intuition and gut, okay? Go with what you're feeling. So a little fun fact that we know about birthdays is approximately 367 babies are born every day. That means that's how many people share the same day of birth. So this is a reading geared toward a happy birthday for you, Aries, on this birthday. However, there are many of you that share the same birthday. It would be interesting to know how many people you've ever met in your life that shared your birthday. I've only met one other person in this lifetime that has shared the same birthday as me. And it wasn't the same year, it was just the same birthday. So if you know the same birthday and year, that would be even cooler. Of course, eliminating you extraordinary twins out there. This is like someone that you would meet by chance, or actually not a coincidence, but a synchronicity. And yeah, if you have, that would be cool. If you've met more than 4 people, I think I would find that very intriguing and would be meaningful to a degree for you to learn from each other. So the way that I'll do this is I want to first share with you, and actually I forgot to flip this over because it's supposed to stay blue today. Okay. So blue is your color of the day. Blue sky, blue for your throat. Perhaps you're having a speech today. You are a natural born leader, Aries. Come here, love. Come here, love. You are a natural born leader. You're very direct and you can be impatient at times, but that's something that you're aware of. This isn't new news to you. You know that you can be impatient sometime. You're the very first zodiac sign. You're the beginning of it all. So there's a sense of beginning here, of new phases. You're familiar with it. You're familiar with being the start up, the very first go at new projects, new careers, new settings, new patterns, sequences. This you also bring about spring. So it's always this rebirth, energized feeling. You're ruled by Mars, and Mars is a planet of masculine energy. Mars is the planet that holds the anger and temperament. So those are feelings of being good-natured temperament or affectionate in your temperament, intelligence, or again, your temperament of how you deal with frustrations. And if frustrations have been coming up for you guys, I'm sure that it has for you, Aries, but also if others watching this that are not Aries sign, you've probably been dealing with some of that too, because with Mars being in effect here, and it's been kind of close to us lately. I'm not 100% engaged with, I love astrology, but I'm not a master at it. So if you are, please share your information that you have about the planetary alignments. March, we went through a big, huge purge, and some of us are still going through that. Yeah, we're still going through that. So there's something about the number 9s. 2025 is the year number 9. This is a timeless reading, so even if you watch this 5 years from now, there's a message here for you that still the energy is still ever present. However, at this time, I have to recognize the fact that the number I looked up for births, you can reduce 367,000 to the number 9. Okay? Also, this is the year number 9. And in a recent scrying session I did, I saw 3 moons. And I thought, I wonder how many moons there are. So I was guided to look that up. And I found from NASA's website, there's 891 moons. And guess what number that reduces to? You got it, the number 9. What do we all know about the number 9s in tarot? We know that the 9s are, they're very close to the end. So it's like a very close to, so I imagine 2026 is going to be a year that's going to, I don't want to classify it, how do I say this? Um, Not as better or worse. It's just going to be less intense for us because the number 9 is that, if you think of the 9 of wands, and I'm going with wands because that's the first thing that came to my mind and my intuition and gut. With that also is Aries, you're a fire sign, and fire wands are fire. And so the 9s are the tough. It's like the 9 of wands. He's badgered. He has on the original date a wider, geez, I can't speak, Rider Waite tarot deck. He has a bandage on his head. He looks all beaten up. He's limping, and he's got all the other 8 wands placed in form where he wants them, and he's just making it, he's using the other wand almost as a clutch to get into its place. He's gonna make it. You're gonna make it. You're gonna get there, but you're gonna be weary. So this year is gonna be a lot of cycles of lot of death and rebirth. Okay, so there's going to be a lot of shedding of your skin. You're going to be releasing a lot, and you've done a lot of this already, but it's a continuation of it because we are in the year of the serpent, feminine wisdom energy that is all about purging, purging, purging. So March was very full and potent of purging with our eclipses, with the retrogrades. Mercury and Venus was in retrograde. Then we had the lunar eclipse, which is always followed by solar eclipse, and vice versa. And, and there were also planets, I believe like 5 of them all aligned in one at a certain time. So there's like this lining up. There's this balancing that's coming. And all of the work and progress and shifting, the timeline shifts that we can do right now are really going to benefit us next year to a high vibration, a higher vibration. This doesn't mean we can't have high vibration now. Of course we can have high vibration. We got to have high vibration, high vibration. It's your birthday. It's your birthday. It's your birthday. Yay. And it's also the number 7. 7 is very sacred. There's said to be 7 deadly sins, although those, I believe, were 7 chakras that needed some energy movement going on there. 7 is said to be, that's how many days it took for the earth to be created. 7 is said to be a lucky number, is spirituality. 7 is actually a sacred number in all around the world for different reasons, for various reasons. The number 7 is a sacred number. Is it your life path number? Is it, you might want to find that out if it's your life path number. Is it your favorite number? So there's something to numbers as well. And with that being said, we're going to go ahead and get started with pulling an angel number cards for you, specifically for your day today. This is specific to you, birthday Aries. However, I do want to go ahead and take pause for a moment and ask for your subscription, if you could be so kind to do that. Like this video and comment below how this resonates for you. I do daily little short videos of pulling an angel number every day. So you may want to check those out. I also pull an angel card every day, and these are less than 3 minutes, and an animal spirit. Okay, those are pulls that I do every day. They're short videos. I have started scrying more, and so I am sharing this information because this is something I was guided to do. So those videos are out there now too. Occasionally, I will be guided to do another video random, but every day I do birthday readings. Those typically go about 30 minutes at least. It just depends. And At the end of this reading, I will blow the candle out for you on your behalf. So please be thinking of what you would like to set your intention toward. What would you like to wish? What is your dream? What do you want to come into fruition for you? Maybe it's today. Maybe it's in a week. Maybe realistically, it's something that you're planning, you're working toward to happen within 3 years or 5 years, maybe at the end of this year or this time next year. You know, you're giving yourself for your birthday, your trip around the sun. You're like, okay, with my goal is by this time next year, I want to have da 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 da. Write this out. Make sure that you're keeping track of this. Otherwise, you know, it's a two-way street. Anytime you're working with spirit, which I'm just guided to call in spirit now, please be in the space with us. Share the messages that is needed to be shared with April 7th birthday Aries. Thank you. And Archangel Michael, please be present with us. Protect the space, allowing only high vibrations in. Okay. And I will click this, tap my little Tibetan bowl here again for you. There was a reason that I needed to bring this in. If you're that reason, let me know below. I don't always use the Tibetan bowl, but my black cat actually picked it out, fell into it or something. Oh, knocked it off the desk, and so I felt guided to bring it in here for you. So maybe you like sound healing. Maybe perhaps that's it. But if you would like to go ahead and call in your spirit guides and your guardian angels, spirit animals, all that you would like at this time, you may do so now. Ancestors you've never met, ancestors you've only met through other dimensions, through dreams, through visions, through your third eye, your mind's eye. Whatever it is that may be for you, you're welcome to call them in now. Only those beings of high vibrations are welcome in this space, okay? We're not trying to have any lower frequencies in this space here today. And Archangel Michael will protect us with that. All right. So if there's something specific that you would like to wish, make sure you start setting that up now. And also, if you happen to really be into numerology or numbers, maybe you've never paid attention to them. I would love to hear from you as far as like, oh, you've never listened to them or paid attention, but now you're starting to, or that not I've inspired you, but spirit has inspired you. I'm simply a vessel here. Okay. 0909. Have you been seeing 0909? Look at this, new beginnings. What did I say in the beginning? You are the new beginning. You're the very first zodiac sign. You bring about our rebirth. And this is something that will be constant for us this year. Okay, look out for an opportunity that might be a game changer. Okay, you are completing something major. Like I had said before, the nines, you know, you're completing something, so you're almost done. And that gives a lot of different feelings and emotions, doesn't it? Because sometimes things still go wrong or mess up or aren't going the way that we wish them to go. And when that happens, it can cause frustration. It can cause us to want to throw in the towel, but yet we're so close to the end goal. It's that the nine, okay? It feels good to level up, huh? Close the old chapter. Close the old chapter. And I had just had angel bumps on both of my arms and going down to my legs at this time. So spirit is here with us. And I do feel a presence here. So someone has a guide that is present here with me at this time. If I do get a name, I will let you know, or any further information, but that is all I'm supposed to share at this time, is that there's a presence here and that this is very close. It feels good to level up, huh? Close the old chapter. They're emphasizing close the old chapter. A new adventure will unravel. How exciting for you, Aries. Ooh, maybe you're going to travel. Are you going to travel this year? You have a plan to travel soon? And I'm not sure where that just came out of the download of spirit. Great chance, opportunity, courage, accomplishment, endings, conclusions, and big love. So I'm getting a sense that you're allowing opportunity for growth and expansion in your life at this time. And this was no small feat, or this was not something small that you had to accomplish. This took a lot of time, effort, and patience, something that you struggle with already. So congratulations. Yeah. Yay. Happy you. Raise, raise, raise the vibrations. Yeah. Happy, happy you. And let's get, oh, I did want to bring out smoky quartz. We're going to continue with the smoky quartz here. Smoky quartz is wonderful when you have any sort of pain. If you have cramps or if you have any muscle pain, it's really good to help your body with that. It dispels negative energy, and I was just definitely affirmed that this was important stone to keep in today in this reading. So one of the great things that that the smoky quartz does is that it's very grounding and anchoring stone. So it can help ground you whenever you feel flighty or out of out of your mind, or you're really talking really, really fast and all over the place and you can't really slow down, kind of like a squirrel mentality, this, that, distracted everywhere, something like that. If you're feeling the ADD, ADHD, whatever it is, where you just can't slow down, you can't be still. Smoky quartz will help you to do that. And at the same time, it will raise your vibration during meditations, which means it'll even help you keep calm and keep focused during meditation for those of you who do struggle with that ADD or ADHD mentality of constant mind moving without being able to be still and slow down. Another thing I love about smoky quartz is the fact that it's it's all about the environment. It raises awareness for the environment for you, for everyone, and it's a wonderful antidote to stress. So anytime if you're dealing with a conflict or frustration at this time, in difficult times, it helps to balance out with equanimity and really bringing resolution to the forefront. It knows how to neutralize negative vibrations. And it also helps to place this smoky quartz by computers, cell phones, anything electronic, because it reduces that electromagnetic smog and stress that we have around us daily all the time. It also brings in a lot of positive vibration. So it teaches you how to leave behind anything that no longer serves you. It's a perfect stone, yeah, for the year of the snake, because that's what this year is. It's the year of the snake and serpent. Some of us are still in carrying with the dragon as well. The dragon and the serpent are both feminine energies. They both have wisdom, and they both have that release, kind of like a letting go. Smoky quartz also relieves fear, it lifts depression, and it does bring about the emotional calmness that I had mentioned earlier. Yeah. And if you're working with your base or root chakra, it can help serve you with that. So you can place that down there whenever you're working with it. Okay. So there are a couple other things that are sensitive subjects. Again, I'm not a doctor. It's important to seek medical attention if you feel suicidal at all. However, this is a stone that is said to help alleviate suicidal tendencies and ambivalence about being in incarnation. It helps to accept your physical body and nature where it is. So, yeah, it's good to use in scrying to give clear insight and to neutralize a fear of failure. It dissolves contradictions, promotes concentration, and it has been said to be excellent for treating radiation-related illness or chemotherapy. Again, talk to your doctor, make sure it's okay that you do have this, you use this for yourself. It's only going to, I will add my 2 cents in, because I'm also an herbalist and I make salves with another business, with my other business that I do. And those have healing properties. So this is a two-way street. Stones are a two-way street. You have to believe. It's just like the tarot and anything else spiritually that you do that you can't tangibly touch. This you can tangibly touch and hold. At the same time, you have to believe that the energy is present in there and that it does hold this energy for you, and allow it, have faith, hope, and believe. That's a big, huge part of really anything in life, for in my opinion, that you must believe in it. And again, I'm not a doctor, so please see your doctor if you're feeling any sort of depression symptoms or suicide tendencies. These are just ways that you can, things that you can maybe add into your life to help you with the path that you're on, whatever that path may be. And that was meant for someone out there. If you'd like to share who that was for, I'd be more than happy to learn. If not, I'm okay with that as well. We are using the Grateful Dead tarot deck today, and you may be a deadhead. If you are, drop me a deadhead emoji below, which could be a skull, a rose, a lightning bolt, or a cup, or really a bear for bear. Okay, let's take one more. What message do you have? 7th Aries. I was going to take one more, but 2 fell out, and we're going to roll with 4 today. I think I said the number 4 in the beginning when we were talking about your birthday being on the 7th. And there are 4 seasons. There's 4 elements. You begin us with spring, then we have summer, then there's fall, and then winter. 4 seasons. Are you in an area, climate where you have 4 seasons? Share with me below if that is you. Okay, let's get these cards open here to see. Okay, we have the 10 of skulls, which is the 10 of swords. 10 of swords. There's been, so you may be struggling right now, having a heavy mind, or this is actually in your past. So this could be something that has recently been lifted from you. Let's see what we have. Let's get a little bit deeper into this. Look at this. You're moving to the King of Bolts. King of Bolts, which is the King of Wands. And this is profound energy. This is showing your freedom, your liberty. It's passion. It's you going forward in life, walking the path you want to walk, wherever you want to walk it, dropping stars as you go. You are fire, Aries, and this is a wonderful way of expressing your fire. You are a leader. You're a natural born leader. We said that in the very beginning. And this is showing and proving you are leading the way. What are you leading right now? Or are you a leader? Are you a teacher? Are you a coach? What is it? How are you a leader in your life? Are you just leading? Are you leading a group of friends? Are you the main leader in a group of friends? Are you... Somebody is like a big leader in the corporate world, perhaps owns their own company, CEO, something of that nature. And I'm getting a sense that you're kind of wanting to liberate yourself from that. That's only one person. I believe I'm getting only for one, maybe a few people. If that's you, let me know. But this is beautiful. This is really good. And to go from this worry, this is a mindset of heaviness, right? You have all of these skulls on top of you, weighing you down. 10s are a completion, though. You've completed that. You're not going through that anymore because you've lifted it. You've worked through it. And now you've faced your fear. And now you're ready to move on. You've asked yourself, You've asked yourself the questions that were necessary about this despair feeling, this feeling of this also is giving me a feeling that you were surrounding yourself with the group that really wasn't for you. And you finally realized this. You realized if they had your back or not. You realized if they really talked to you personally about any sort of disagreements that you had, or if they talked around you instead of actually, nurturing the friendship between you two. Um, you were, it's like you realized you were set up here in some ways by friends instead of embraced, instead of nurtured, instead of cared for. There were a lot of insecurities taking place. And instead of everyone owning their own insecurity, they all just projected and pointed it to you or to, um, or this could also be yourself, your own self-sabotaging ways. But all of this is showing that you have done a lot of work. And for many of you, you've done this just in March. So it's the past, but it's like the recent past. It's just like, a week ago was March. So, yeah, 7 days. We're 7 days into a new month. 7 days ago was still that old month. And there's something to that about you decided to let go of your insecurities and others too. You're taking your power back and you're giving the power that you've received from others that isn't yours back to them. And so it's a cycle of it's a learning process. And although there's feelings there wounds that may take longer time to heal. That's what Spirit is sharing with me right now. So anytime that you start to feel this feeling come up again, or maybe someone reaches out and you have to have a difficult conversation with them as far as like, you know, um, you just have to be that king and lead your life, because you realize now that it is nice to have friendships and it is nice to have an environment around you that's supportive, but what type of support do you want? And that's the question that you asked yourself and you realized and received. And you can receive these messages really through others' actions, through their words, through the way that their energy flows when you're with them. Especially if you're intuitive or a medium, you can tell when you're around other energies how they behave, what they say versus what they do. I've always been a firm believer of action speaks louder than words. And yeah. And in every relationship I've been in that has me saying that and holding on to that was never accepted. And why would that be? It would be because they don't want to hear that. It's people that don't want to, they're here on this planet for a different path. They're here to walk a different path. They're here to help teach others about their own karma. They're living a life that their life purpose is to help shine karma on others. It's not necessarily to enhance their spirituality level, because they didn't sign up for that when they came to Earth. Their job is to actually just put us in our karmic cycles and see. So, action, and I'm not sure why I needed to share that, but I needed to share that with someone. But this is a lot to do with, this could be your own fears, internal fears, or fear of confronting others that you need to have a difficult conversation with, okay? The King of Wands here shows that you have completely stepped into that. You have had the conversations. You've done this. You've purged some of what you've held on to in your old belief system, in your own mindset that's conditioned from culture, from youth, from others, just environments. And you've realized what kind of environment you want, and you've allowed this to decay. So this is showing allowing of decay. Allow things to decay so that there can be a rebirth process. Aries, you're familiar with decay and rebirth. You go through the winter times of death. just like everyone else that lives in the climate of winter. And then you also rebirth into the spring, where the sun decides to come out every day. The days expand into longer times where we have more sunlight and it flourishes, and we have the showers which cleanse. So we have that death, then we have a cleanse, and then we have a rebirth of the green, of the beautiful flowers, the plants, the seeds. So not only are there physical seeds that we plant in our yards and our garden beds, and Mother Gaia and Earth, thank you for blessing us with this abundance of beauty that also provides oxygen for us so that we can even exist on this planet, but also planting seeds of intention, of knowing what we want in our life. And you're learning and figuring that out. You know now that this isn't what you want in your life. And this could be definitely a combination of you and others. Then we have this beautiful Liberty card here, the King of Bolts. Just walking through, we got a full moon. So full moon is all about purging. You've already let go. You let go here. And now you're just able to be and feel how light you feel. Look at you. Look at how you look. You even feel lighter, right? This is definitely the Liberty song. For those of you who are familiar with the dead. Okay, so this card came out first, and then we had this little bonus card here. Okay, and look, we have the 17, the star, the fountain. Fountain of youth just came to mind. Fountain of youth. And the song, the dead song, where there is a fountain that was not made by man. Yeah, no simple highway. Is it Ripple? Between the dawn and the dark of night, if you go. I think it's Ripple. That's so crazy. My mind went blank. I can tell you the name of these songs afterwards. I'll look it up and see. Okay, so we have, here is the star, and the star is all about sharing what you learn. It's about transcending, being enlightened, and also with the knowledge that you've gained, whatever this knowledge is, whatever this work is, this new beginning that you've done, the opportunity, the accomplishment, maybe perhaps, it's about sharing with others, teaching, being that natural born leader you were meant to be, Aries, having that spark of fire. You are fire. You are the flame. You are the star. You're the moon and the stars and the flame and the fire. Look at this. You're all of it. You're all of it. You have the sun here, the moon. There's a balance between light and dark that's to come. And you're playing this beautiful harp. So what's interesting is it also looks like it has ram-shaped horns, which is your animal for Aries. And you have one foot in the fountain, in the water, showing that spiritual dimension, that you do have spirit with you in your dimension that you're in. And then you have one foot out of the water on the grass. So this is showing your ability to work with the spirit realm in other dimensions, and also continue to live here on earth and balance that. Balance it to where you're fully aware of your body, your signs, your symptoms, and all of it as to where you are. Excuse me. Does that resonate for you? Let me know if that resonates for you. Okay. So then we have this two of, look at this. You really do. You have air. You have fire. You have water. And here we have the earth showing here. We have earth elements with the grass and the ground. And we have water and we have fire and air and the Milky Way. Did you see the Milky Way recently? Somebody did. Who was that? Share below. I love stargazing. Okay, so, and then we go to the Two of Cups, all about union, partnership. So this is, for someone out there, this is you embracing your inner child. You've done an inner child journey, maybe perhaps an inner child shamanic journey. Who did that? And tapped into your inner child to get closer to him or her. And it's caused you to really start to follow your gut more, really transcend. And now that you've done a lot of the purging, the cleansing, you're ready to. Now for some, this is showing that, okay, somebody's going into nursing school. That I had to say that quickly because I'm trying to keep in mind everything that's coming my way. So someone else though, this is your Kundalini awakening. You're feeling the Kundalini awakening, and it starts in your bottom of your spine, where your root chakra is, and it works its way up. And one is feminine and one is masculine, and it's not by chance that we have serpents here, and it is the year of the serpent. So you're cleansing not just your external, your body vessel and your external environment, but you're also cleansing your internal environment of your energy centers that also holds your inner child. And it's a way of unity, unifying you two together. I mean, and spirit is overseeing this. They're looking out for you. It's all about, union, partnership, cooperation, love. It's very much about love. Yeah, I feel like this is you really loving. So are you already at this point, or are you what stage are you in at this time? Please share in the comments below what stage you feel that you're in at this time. I mean, do you feel despair, decay, like you're still maybe working through some heaviness and purging and letting go of some ways that aren't serving you, maybe letting go of your environment, asking yourself, is this environment supportive of me? What do I want? And what are my values? What, how do I define myself? And also, is it based on others or is it based on myself? This is it really deep. This is you really going in deep. It's your new beginning of actually caring more about yourself and knowing that it's okay to care about yourself, that it's not conceited, that it's not you being full of yourself or thinking that you're better than others. This is all about you knowing. It's an inner knowing that you decided to follow to purge a lot of this. And 10 is showing that you've done this. Also, the fact that you go directly to a King of Wands, which is, oh man, I mean, King of Wands, that's showing that you are a master leader. That's showing how you freed yourself. You have freed yourself from any past that wasn't serving you. And maybe not all of it, but most of it. You're definitely walking a path now of freedom. I really got the full energy there of where it's like, yeah, I'm good. Full energy, but also a leading, a leader, comfortable in your skin, like the Queen of Wands, a very wise counselor. People come to you and look up to you because you're wise in your words. You share wisdom and you're passionate about it, but you keep your emotion out. That's how you're really able to get your point across to others in a way that you could be firing someone and they would have honor for you for doing that, because that's the way that you're able to communicate with others as a leader. And it's not something everyone can do, not at all. It's very admirable. So are you in that phase right now? Or are you feeling the path of the star, the 17, number 17? Does that mean something to you? This is, again, transcendent. Do you feel transcendent? Do you feel like you're connected to, you know, you've went through portal doors, the veil's lifted for you, you're able to go to other dimensions, you have a strong connection with your spirit realm, your guides, maybe perhaps you are a channeler or a medium, a psychic. You have these capabilities of knowingness, and it's time for you to share. There's a deep inner peace that comes with the fountain card, with the star. The star, think about a star, how, again, stargazing. Why do people stargaze? You're admiring them. They're magical, miracles, beautiful. You can find shapes. It can take your imagination another level higher, which is important. We all have a really strong and solid foundation or imagination when we're kids, and then the more that we grow into adulthood, the more we lose our imagination and have that limited. We go from being unlimited to limited, and this is a being going back to an unlimited setting. And then we have the two of, that's cups, which again is all about love. And there's waves here. There's waves here. So this shows, and the red and blue, the balance. Okay, so before we go, let's look in the book here and see if we can find out for those deadheads out there. Also, let me know if you are a deadhead. That would be nice to know. We're going to see if we can find these songs. The 10 of Skulls is Stella Blue. So you may want to listen to Stella Blue. All right. Okay. And the King. This is Liberty. We already said that. And the Star. I may not have the Star. I'm not sure. I do think that it's, I really do think, though, that it's, yeah, I really think it's like, because it's like all about inspiration and hope, a renewal, a rebirth from this. Yeah, I think it's the Ripple song, the one with the fountain. There's a fountain that was not made by the hands of man. There is a road no one could. Please share in the comments. My brain is like in overdrive here. I definitely not all with it today. My allergies, between the allergies and everything else. This is they love each other, and affirms that it is a connection, which I'd mentioned, partnership and balance. Balance, yeah. So they love each other. Yeah. All right. So who's working with their inner child? Let me know below and how this reading resonated for you. We're going to blow out the candles, so please go ahead and make your wish. Don't forget to grab that smoky quartz for yourself today if you already have one. If you don't, make that your birthday wish, okay? And have a cosmic day. And tonight, let's go ahead and blow this candle out. 1, 2, 3. As the smoke rises, may all your dreams and wishes rise into fruition too.